Okay, before I get started, I have to give a huge side eye to the writers on this episode, but either way it go, yeah, we're going to talk about it. First, we see Tucker ask Ashley to marry him. Phyllis collapses as the paramedics take her to the hospital, and then Jeremy Stark revealed that Phyllis is his wife and demands to know what Diane did to her. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for March 30th, and without any further ado, let's talk about this ridiculous episode. We start back over with Phyllis and her pathetic act and still doing this whole slow clapping, and she's congratulating Jack and Diane on their engagement. And I'm telling you, she's putting on quite a show, quite a performance. I mean, I'm glad she's enjoying it. Anyway, didn't she just tell her daughter not just 5 seconds ago while coughing and gagging that she called Diane up to her room to make amends? And she wonders why Summer didn't believe her. And Daniel told his crazy mom she need to stop. She asked why. She's embarrassing him? Honey, you are embarrassing yourself. Jack tried to get her to leave, but of course she wouldn't. She went on to tell everybody how she lost her whole life because of Diane, yet another lie. You lost your family and your job and your hotel all on your own, but okay, continue. She said Diane is just as dangerous as when she faked her own death. Yada, yada, yada. Says the woman that committed more crimes than anybody. Danny then grabbed her and asked her to go outside with him and cool down. And of course, she's all unsteady on her feet. Diane told her to just go home and sleep it off. She got dizzy again, and here comes Jeremy down the stairs watching. Now, over at the Abbott house, Ashley is telling Tucker that Jack's idiocy was on display. Ashley, so is yours. And she's blaming Diane. Who did they blame for everything before Diane got to town? Now, Tucker told her he thought Jack and Diane looked happy. Ashley wouldn't recognize it because she hasn't been happy for a while now. I mean, seriously. However, he decides that he wanted to do a trick of his own and asked Ashley to marry him. So back over at the performance studio, the gala, Phyllis told Diane that she's not drunk, and she tried to apologize to her and got attacked. Now, we would believe that story if you hadn't come back down to the festivities and attacked the poor woman, slow clapping. Now, she repeated that Diane took her life, and Jack was like, you did that to yourself. I agree, Jack. Daniel tried to get her to leave again, but she said that she was just getting to the good part. Oh, you mean that wasn't it, Phyllis? There's more? Now, Jack told her to stop with all the lies and the viciousness, and she said that she can't understand why he is with Diane. I guess she thinks that she's better. Now, Phyllis and Jeremy, they're pulling out all the stops, all the frills, song, dance, smoke, and mirrors. Now, guess what? She collapsed. Gina and Diane think she's faking. Yep. You are right. Of course she is. Then we see Daniel call for an ambulance. And I mean, seriously, she claimed to be out cold. Just let's go get some cold ice water and throw it on her. She'll wake up quickly. Now, Elena and Nate is called in. Elena says she could barely feel Phyllis's pulse. Daniel and Summer are going to the hospital with her. Diane, though, noticed that her ring is in Phyllis's hand. And Jack remembers somebody bumping into him and think they must have taken the ring. Diane got her ring back and put that ring right back on her finger. So now it's time for Jeremy's appearance and performance. He barged into the room wanting to know what happened. He goes on to hold her and says, "You okay, my love?" And Summer and Daniel is looking confused, asking why is he calling Phyllis that. Stark is demanding answers, and Kyle told him, you know what, get out of here and stay away from the hospital too. Jeremy said nothing is going to keep him away from going to the hospital because he needs to look after what? His wife. Well, so much for all of the Diane haters thinking that she was married to Stark when it's their girl. Now, Jack is wondering what in the world is he talking about. He says that they got married 3 days ago. And I don't know what was worse, Bill being with Sheila before we knew about the FBI sting, or this craziness with Phyllis being married to Stark. Either way, Jack is wondering what the heck is he talking about. And he claimed, what, they got married 3 days ago? Nikki turned around and accused him of taking advantage of that girl. Like anybody could do that. That's like saying somebody took advantage of Victor. Now, Jeremy claimed that Phyllis wanted protection from Diane. Man, don't make me laugh. The height alone is a difference between the two of them. So why is she always in her face 24/7 and obsessing over her if she's afraid of Diane? Yeah, and remember, she was the one that lured Diane up to that room. So someone left this whole melee, which was Summer's dad, Nicholas. Yeah, he decided to go get cheeseburgers with Sally. And of course, Adam followed because he's worried about his kid. Summer then texts Nick to get his butt to the hospital, which he shouldn't have left in the first place, especially your daughter's mom. Yeah, something ain't right. Anyway, something has happened to Phyllis. She was almost wished to the cornfields, but yeah, he had out, which left, of course, Adam to have a little cozy time with Sally. And finally, we can't forget about this whole confrontation between Devon, Abby, and Amanda. And Amanda was not trying to hear it. She was reading them the riot act until Devon was able to give her 3 minutes to try to figure this whole thing out. He told her that the lawsuit was over. Jill is not going through with the IPO. Little does he know she got cash for that deal. But however, they sit down, they have a conversation, and I guess he's trying to hash it out. And Amanda all of a sudden had a revelation that she should not hold on to grudges. We actually got to see a little bit of the old Hillary, and then, of course, she switched it back to Amanda. So I got to give it to Michelle Morgan on this one. We miss you, girl. Wish you could stay around, but do your thing on Chicago Med. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Thursday, March 30th, 2023. Stay tuned for the Bold and the Beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.